How's it going, nerds? Good to see you. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. I know, face cam, it's a bit weird. I've said in the past I wasn't gonna do it in Cities Skylines, but I just got done dyeing my hair and god damn it, I am showing it off somewhere because it's a lot bluer than it was meant to be. We're gonna play some Sunset Harbor today. This is gonna be the start of a new series, and we're doing it without mods. And we're gonna try and focus on the fishing industry and public transport as much as we possibly can. That's gonna be the focus of this series. Before you even ask, Dorchester is still gonna continue. We're still gonna be doing some stuff with Dorchester. We're just waiting on some mods updating, so that'll be back in the near future. Live streams on City Skylines are still gonna be a thing as well, so stay tuned for those. But let's just jump into it. Let's get to it. So this beautiful coastline that you can see before you is gonna be Nerdy Bay. Yeah, really creative names and really stretching, really reaching for some good names here. But this is gonna be Nerdy Bay, and I figured it would be the perfect map. This is one of the new maps. I figured it would be perfect for some fishing industry because we have this beautiful river going right up the middle here next to where our first tile is gonna be. And I may have done some experimenting, I may have done some testing, and I may know for a fact that there's plenty of fish in that river. So let's just jump into it. We're gonna place some roads, we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna try my best not to build a battery, but I am promising nothing. I am promising nothing. Also, a really important test here. Are these roads exactly 2 tiles apart? They are. That makes me really happy. I've barely played Sunset Harbor. This is something that not every map in City Skylines have. Not every map has the roads coming in exactly 2 tiles apart, so that's actually kind of a big deal. And remember when I said I wasn't gonna build a battery? I know what this looks like and I know what you're thinking, don't worry. At the very least, it's gonna be a slightly sideways battery, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's just get a basic layout going so I can get some zoning in here and start making some money, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do interesting here to make this not a battery. So, I mean, for one, we're gonna have some one-way roads coming in, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna want those. We're gonna want them going out the proper way. We're gonna want them crossing over. Oh, I forgot a really important detail. For the first time, I think for the first time ever in one of my Cities Skylines series, we're doing right-hand drive traffic. That means everything's backwards for me. Oh, that means everything's backward. Oh, this is good. Okay, you know what? We're doing a battery. We are doing a battery because I have no idea how this works. This is okay. I don't know why I did this. I saw the option in the menu in the, select a map thing, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's do it. I've never done right-hand drive traffic. Let's give it a shot. It can't be that bad. And I've immediately fallen at the first hurdle, so that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. That's what you want to do right there. Fall at the first hurdle. Set expectations so low that in future, really, the only way is up, right? That's my tip to any aspiring content creators out there. Set expectations low so that everyone's pleasantly surprised when you don't completely f things up. So one of the first new things that I noticed in Sunset Harbor was actually the new water tower, which we don't have unlocked at the minute, unfortunately. We need 14,000 people to do that. But it's actually really useful on some of the new maps, because some of the new maps actually have, one of the new maps anyway, has no rivers at all. It has got some small bodies of water, but it has no rivers. So having the option, I guess, to have some large water towers is really cool. And because it has no rivers, these water treatment plants are super useful as well. These guys are basically a way to get rid of wastewater, so like sewage, but without dumping it into the water, which is something I want to do because we're going to be fishing all of this water. So having obviously pollution out there is not exactly a good idea, but we don't want to put it right next to all of the water towers here. In fact, I want to move that water tower over there. In fact, no, I don't. I want to keep it over here. I'm doing things backwards this time because I've got right-hand drive traffic. I need to remember that. So this waste treatment thing is gonna go, I don't know exactly where to put it. Let's just go for right there. This is where all of our industry is gonna go. So let's just go ahead and connect it out to there, I guess. And that's gonna deal with all of the sewage in Nerdy Bay, or at least all of the sewage to begin with. Later on, we're obviously going to need a little bit more than that. But let's go ahead and get some zoning in here. We'll do a bunch of houses here. We'll do a bunch of houses out here as well. We'll maybe not do them down there just to save on traffic a little bit. And then we want to go over here and essentially throw in a bunch of industry. If you've seen me play City Skylines before, you know how this works. It's no surprise to you. But we'll just have that divided. So the housing on the left, the industry on the right. It would be flipped if you had left-hand drive traffic. But the commercial in the middle acts as a perfect buffer between the houses and the industrial. So there you go. That's how that's going to work. We'll have some people move in. They're going to have power right away. They're not going to be thrilled living next to a wind turbine, but they're going to have to deal with that. And just like that, we are a little hamlet. We've got 400 people, which means we got taxes, we got loans, we got garbage and healthcare and education, which is kind of fantastic. I don't think we have anything new in here right now. We do have the landfill, we do have recycling. Those are both going to be really useful. Medical, obviously really useful. Education, obviously really useful. But we don't really have any of the super new stuff at the minute, such as the waste transfer facility or the waste processing complex. So we're going to be waiting on those. But what I think I will do is spend a bit of this money we have on a recycling center, which I'm going to throw cautiously in there. I did have to build one of these guys right here. I did have to build a coal power plant because there was nothing building. There was no commercial building on the right side of this sort of avenue we have here. There is now, fortunately, some commercial building there, but it wasn't before, so there's no power getting across to the residential. But I'm gonna go ahead and move that to that spot, and I'm gonna move the recycling center down beside it just to actually, you know what, I'll move the recycling center down to here. I want to try and get the pollution away from the houses as much as I possibly can, and then just fill up this space with a bit more zoning. I also de-zoned some of the commercial down here to try and encourage it to build elsewhere to, you know, bridge the gap for power, but that also didn't work, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. We've got power across there now, so it's, you know, job done, basically. We do have a lot of demand for residential still, which is obviously the way things tend to be at the beginning. So let's go ahead out here and we'll just extend the battery a bit. Hopefully, wow, I don't have enough money. Okay, let's have a look at taxes. Let's go into here and let's put these up to 12%. In fact, I think I can go to 13. I don't remember if we went to 13 with Dorchester or if we didn't. I feel like I remember people saying, though, go to 13% because you can totally do that. So we're totally going to do that is what we're going to do. And I'm thinking that we could... let's just do something a little bit different here. Let's do this sort of thing for this new area, which, again, not enough money, but we'll sort that. It's only $1,000 for that bit of road. And then we just fill all of that in with residential is what we do. So all of that new space, residential. I'm thinking the wind turbine could actually, it can't be moved. I don't have enough money to move it, so we'll give it a second. In fact, you know what? As much as I love clean energy, let's bulldoze it because we probably don't need it right there. And we also forgot to put pipes in. That's going to be a thing, isn't it? Because this series, it might be obvious, this series isn't being recorded in the live stream, so this is going to be a little bit more like a normal series, but with the face cam. And I don't have a live chat or anything like that. I can't look up here and be like, oh, I missed a thing. No, none of that. Not at all. Oh, hello. So we're a worthy village. We got districts, policies. We can get another loan if we need one. We get agriculture, which is fantastic. No new buildings. I don't think anything new from Sunset Harbor yet. Got some of these, got all these unique buildings and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So that's fair enough. But nothing else really at the minute. And I'm pretty sure the little airfield in Sunset Harbor is like a tier, I think it's a tier 5 unique building. So we'll see how that goes. There's also a bunch of unique buildings from the Japanese content creator pack thing, which is really cool as well. I'm really excited to using those. Excited to use those is the phrase I was looking for. Look, you know what I meant. Language is a means to an end. If you understand what I meant, then you're fine. It's all good. All right, let's not nitpick here. You got it. All right. And if you didn't, then Oh well. And just like that, we're a tiny town, which is really big news because we've got industry, which means we've got fishing industry, which is new in Sunset Harbor. So this is something I want to start dabbling with a little bit. We've unlocked the fishing routes. We've unlocked, what is this, the industrial roads. We've unlocked quays or quays, if you will. I'd rather you didn't, but if you will, if you must, it's a quay. Oh man, okay, I'm actually really excited for this. Really excited for the fishing. This is something I've not played with in the slightest in this DLC so far. So let's see what we've got. We've got a fishing route. We've got a fishing harbor. We've got, what is this? A fish market. Does it have to be in a district? It doesn't. So the fish market can be completely separate. Does it have pollution? It has noise pollution. It has got 33 workplaces though. So let's see what we can do here. Let's get a little fishing harbor in here. Do we need to make an industrial area for this? I guess we don't. That's kind of cool. All right. So fishing harbor sends out low capacity fishing boats that can catch all types of fish with a moderate catch rate. To function, it requires a complete looping fishing route that starts and ends at the harbor. Okay. Do we want to do a key for this? I feel like I want to do a key for this. So let's get some road guidelines on here. And let's start there. I mean, that seems like a pretty good run right there. So let's go from there to, there's a guideline there. Let's just do that. That looks pretty good to me. And I think I might be right. Yeah, we can totally do this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to extend the key a little bit. And I'm going to extend it this way a little bit too, because I think we can totally put some roads on this. Which kind of has me thinking, does the fish market actually... Ooh, it might line up perfectly. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of excited. Fish market lives there. Road goes there. Road goes there. Road goes that way. Road goes that way. That's pretty good. I like it. It's not perfectly level, obviously, without mods like Move It and Road Anarchy and all that stuff. It's not going to be perfectly level. But I'm kind of excited by this. And I'm thinking what I might do is see if the fish market can fit in there, because I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, it totally could. So what does this thing do? It takes fresh fish from harbors and farms and sells it directly to the customers without processing it into goods. Okay. So if I was to put it directly across the road from the market, would that be beneficial? It might be. I'll put it on the... There is a bit of pollution from this as well, though, so putting it there might not be a bad idea. Let's give that a shot. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. And I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to just take out some residential zoning here and put in some commercial. Again, to sort of act as a little bit of a buffer between the pollution and the houses, right? It's only noise pollution. It's not going to make them sick, but they're still not going to be thrilled with it. So that's what we're going to do. Now let's take a look at these fishing routes, because we've got some choices here. We have anchovies. We have salmon, we have shellfish, we don't have tuna. There's a little bit there, but tuna is quite a lot of it upriver as well, which I think we can get access to if we get another tile. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into here, we're gonna get ourselves that tile, and we're gonna make a nice big fishing route here. So let's start by going this way, and we'll go in a nice straight line to start with, right? We'll just go, you know, straight down to there, and then we'll start curving a little bit, sort of around the coast a little bit, and then we'll do a bit of a sharper curve that comes back into this shellfish area. And you know, I don't want to be shellfish, but I do want a lot of fish. I'm sorry. Oh, and just like that, we got little boats going out. He's catching all sorts of things. He's catching anchovies, he's catching salmon. Oh my God. Wow, he's filling up really quickly as well. We've got other little boats going out as well. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, so is the game here to like not... I guess you don't want to fill your boat. Wow, okay. So he's like gonna be completely full. So he's full. And now, oh look, he's taking off. Look at him. It's like a proper little speedboat. Oh my God, so they fill up like really quickly. And as soon as they fill up, so you're at like 97% 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And then, yeah, away they go. Oh my god, okay. So do they catch everything? So what are they? They aren't getting any shellfish doing this. Can I do like multiple line options for them? Can I go like, no, I can't. Okay. So would it make more sense to like, I don't know, cut the line here and just have, okay, we might have to, let's change this a little bit. Because I think it would make more sense if we did it this way, right? So instead of going way out there, they come out to about here, and then it loops around like this, and then this bit comes over, and then this bit just goes like that, right? I feel like that would make more sense, because now you're getting anchovies. You've already got a little bit of salmon, although I don't know how much salmon you've got, or whatever you've got, but now you're getting shellfish, and they still fill up, right? I mean, let me have a look here. So they have a little bit of room to get some salmon, not a whole lot, but a little bit, and I could probably fix that. I could get them a little bit more salmon. That's easy enough. All we need to do is bring this path down in here a little bit further. And then, let me see, bring this down that way a little bit. And then it's, you know, easy enough to bring it around. That's all we got to do is just give them a little bit more room to get some salmon. There we go. So that will get them a bit of everything except for tuna, which is totally fine. And I'm wondering if this makes any good money. So it did sell some fish last week, which is kind of cool. I love the look of this building. Those little props, they're going to be so good for doing like custom designing and building and all that stuff. I'm really excited to play with those. Okay, so we got a little fishing industry going on. Let's go ahead and we have a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and get the population up a little bit further by, I guess, I don't want to say expanding the battery, but by expanding the battery. I may have gotten a little bit carried away. I'm not gonna lie. May have gotten a little bit carried away with the way I did the battery, because I wanted to just change it up a little bit, make it look a little bit less battery-ish. So got some avenues in there, got some zoning in there. We've actually got a little elementary school in here as well, just to boost the education. I did take a loan to do all of this, which I'm not, you know, too sure about, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. And with that loan, I also want to go in and expand some of the industrial zone. So my thinking would be that we could go ahead and do something like, I mean, what distance is that? 240, so 240 and 240 in the price. A nice big square. And then use this square for a new industrial zone to start moving industry away from this area down here. So what we could do with this is basically go in and do, I don't know, let's go 800 there. Let's go 800 there. Let's go 800 there. I don't want to come off this road up here, and I'm not really sure what kind of shape I'm creating here. So let's do 960. And then let's just try filling in all of this space as best we can, just to make it as dense as it can possibly be. Now, obviously, it's not going to be amazing for traffic, but it'll be okay. We'll make it work. And I'm actually realizing we are going to need more power. We don't have enough, so we can fix that in just a second. We'll actually go ahead and move the coal power plant up into this space. And what I'm thinking we'll do is put one there. Actually, no, we'll not put it there. We'll put a coal power plant just, let's say there. And let's get another one across the road from it. So we'll have the two coal power plants at the entrance to the, you know, all of those buildings. We'll go ahead and we'll grab ourselves the recycling sensor. And we'll put a recycling sensor, I don't really know where. I'm thinking in here as well. So we'll put the recycling sensors maybe there. And I think we get ourselves another one, although they're kind of expensive, aren't they? Yeah, it's 16,000. We've got 19. Let's do it. So we'll move it out to there. And then we need to get water out to all of that space as well. So let's go ahead and just bring the pipes the whole way around everything the way we have been doing the entire time. Although money's getting a little bit, there we go. Money was getting a little bit tight, but we're okay. That's totally fine. And at this point, basically, just a bit of commercial along there, a bit of commercial there. and a bit of commercial there as well. And I think we'll bring it along this road too, just to keep that buffer going on. And then the rest of it, honestly, is just going to be industry. Going to be straight up industry in the rest of that space. Now, we don't have a hell of a lot of demand for industry just yet, but it'll build, and if we can get power across there, we'll be okay. I think we're still making enough money to be all right. We just kind of need things to build in all of those spaces. So maybe what we do is go ahead and cut out maybe a good chunk of the industry we have down here. That way it might incentivize industry building up this way. Although I realize this entire area has no demand whatsoever, or sorry, no power whatsoever, because our power plants are completely disconnected. So this could be a really bad idea. Could be a really bad idea. And crisis averted. We managed to save it by taking yet another loan and then essentially just moving things. Now the downside is that currently we don't have this thing connected, so let's get that connected again to fix the sewage problem. And then hopefully we should see money start getting made again, which is beautiful news. So let's go ahead and take out all of the rest of our industry down here. What we can do is wait for the pollution to clear up from that space and then go ahead and fill all that space with a bunch more residential zoning, because we do have demand for that, and I don't know that we necessarily want to keep expanding that way just yet. What I am thinking, though, is that as soon as we get our hands on highways, I'm going to completely tear out this middle road here, turn it into a proper avenue, and then connect the highways in an interesting way. Because I think what I want to do is put some kind of intersection here, and then bring the highways up and around all of this. Because for the most part, I think what we'll do, we'll grab, you know, we've got these two tiles at the minute. If we have a little look, I think I'll grab tiles down on the island to get that space. And then we'll put an intersection over on the highway here, so we can have like a big old city there and a big old city there. And we'll have right in the middle of all this city, just this massive fishing industry. And then on the other side of the city out for the coast, not just in the river, more fishing industry. I think that'd be really cool, because I have no idea how it makes money. I really don't know, but I'm curious. I want to see what kind of money it makes. You know, I mean, we can have a look at our budget. We can probably see in there. Industries are, yeah, so the expenses are there. Where's the earnings? Is this the income from industry areas and fishing industry? So yeah, it might take a minute. I don't know how we unlock the rest of it. 250,000 units of fish caught. Oh, but then we can start farming anchovies specifically. And oh my God. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying, City Skylines, is that more fishing harbors might not be a bad idea. I understand. Say no more. Consider it done.